I think at this time, Jack and Orson, as you were kind of making your way through 6SN, you see like Poe just out on the street looking around.
Yeah, I have like a black eye. I'm holding all of my clothes. I'm naked. My nipples are pointing out, all 6 of them. I'm like,
We don't notice much wrong.
yeah. Oh, hey guys.
Probably get your clothes on, Poe.
Did you fall from your tree?
Yeah. I had a little talk with the 6 toes.
They made you naked? They
well,
naked you do?
They beat me up. They beat me up and they tied me to a pipe.
Well, let me guess, Poe.
Who could blame him? I fell in the middle of their meeting.
Did they beat you with that pipe?
I don't know. Maybe my nipples hurt so bad.
Wait,
let me take a wild guess here, Poe. Well, hold on a second. The 6 toes are not great fellas, are they?
No, they're actually fine. I think they're. I mean, I fell on their meeting and looked super suspicious.
Yeah, but I don't know. I'm still getting a whiff for this.
As far as
this isn't helping.
Yeah, as far as I could figure out from chatting with one of them before they let me go was that they genuinely want to get down to the bottom of the wolf problem, but they don't super care about what happened to the grocery store.
You didn't ruin my meeting with them, did you?
No, I didn't. I actually did. I withheld some information that was very important. Like, I didn't tell them that we saw a bunch of rabbits in the grocery store because I want to talk to the rabbits first before I just trust them.
Like, I have a meeting with them later and they want all of us. Are you going to be welcome back?
Oh yeah, I think they will be. I think I will be. I like sneeze blood out on the floor. Yeah, it'll be fine.
It reeks of problems to me. My theory here right now is that the bunnies are desperate, and the 6 toes and the fox leading class of this here town is withholding various things from the bunny people.
What I kind of got is, yes, that is true. However, the reason behind why there's a class discrepancy is because they're spending so much time fending off these wolves that they have to form a kind of hierarchy based on protecting themselves from wolves. So if you remove the wolves from the problem, then the 6 toes kind of lose the power, and they also don't need to divert so much power to defending themselves from wolves that they can like go back to being a normal society. That's kind of what I got out of it.
But what
they want that though.
What I'm trying
it sounded like they do. They don't like being killed by wolves.
I don't know. To me, I still get this tingling sensation on my gonads.
Some of them might not.
My owl nads.
What does a bird dick look like?
I don't know. I won't look at I should lore master. What is my own dick?
The amount of times we've had to Google these things for any games we
we
play
had
is
to look up a turtle
uncomfortable.
dick when we were playing the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game because we just needed to know.
Oh no!
Way to do it with Black and Pathfinder.
I am under the impression that the wolves and the foxes might be in cahoots.
all I'm worried about is, are they still going to buy my bullet sauce?
Yes. See, you have an investment bias in this. Anyway, we'll find out more when we hit the mines.
We're going to mines. Can I pull up my clothes?
I
don't know if you should come.
Like, there's like a loose tooth.
Oh man, did they beat you up?
I think they just punched me once.
Really hard.
They punched me so hard my nipples hurt.
It was with a shield, and you had a helmet on, which didn't it rattled your helmet as it happened.
Well, it's not even like a full-on helmet, is it? It's just a face mask.
It's a face mask.
That would hurt like hell. All right, well, let's walk down to the mines.
I just gotta and all my clothes are on.
Yeah, you guys make
clothes on.
I don't know. It was easier to tie me up.
Yes.
You make your way to the the rabbit mines. Okay, you make your way to the rabbit mines. Or I think it's actually the bunny mines. Let me double check. I believe it's bunny mines.
The bunny.
Bunny mines. You make your way to the bunny mines. It is the thing you notice as you walk up immediately, it is a less precise, like, oiled machine as you saw in Cool Claw. Cool Claw's mine was like, they had things down to a science. This one seems a little more
Some might
casual.
describe it as a gulag.
Some might describe it as made by children.
Bunny gulag.
But yeah, this one seems probably a little less safe, but also a little bit more, maybe, like, I'd say organized is the first impression you would get. Like, there are people like
Less organized.
Yeah, less organized.
Okay.
But you think the one in Cool Claw it was down to like the science. In Cool Claw, like they knew what they were doing. People were in charge. Everything was very put together. There are some buckets with rock and whatever steel is inside, or the ore that's inside, kind of laying outside the mines. There are some rabbit folk kind of in and about. And you see a foreman. It is a kind of an elder rabbit with a very long, like his whiskers kind of go up and down, making it kind of a makeshift beard that is about yay long. He is wearing kind of a worn but not shabby tunic. He's kind of just like looking and kind of like says orders to people, but seems to be the one in charge.
Is this the rabbit I saw at the thing?
Yeah, have we seen this guy before?
No one has seen this guy
Okay.
before.
Okay, just making sure.
You there?
Yes,
What's your name?
I'm Lucas Snout.
Lucas? No, oh, so you're one of the snouts.
Yes,
I elbow Jack. They're one of the snouts. Lucas? How do you spell
Luca, L-U-C-A, Lucas Snout.
Lucas Snout. Luca,
Patriarch of the Snout family, yes.
Luca, I just
Pretty
wanted to
wise.
talk to you for a moment. I work with the Gazette. It's a prominent newspaper, and I like to, everybody's favorite. And if you talk to me, I will give you an Ocean Steve's membership card.
Well, that place is great. Have you had the shrimp waffles?
Oh God, I have I not? Let's talk about that. How many times have I not had? Let's talk about Ocean Steve's a little bit more.
Why don't we go there right now?
Yeah, let's go right now. I have an shrimp waffle right now.
Smash cut, we're in an Ocean Steve's.
All right, are they hurting you? I wanted to know a little bit more about these mines. We heard a lot about them. We've been staying in the town up yonder, and we're noticing a few things. And I wanted to talk to the real people.
Oh, absolutely. I'd love to give an interview. And he kind of goes to Jack and Poe, and shakes their hand as well. Well, the bunny mines have been in operation here for at least 70 years. We are one of the, maybe not the fourth runner, but we are a moderate producer of rabbit folk steel.
Rabbit folk steel. All right.
And Jack, if you want, you could probably roll to know what that does if you want.
Yeah, what was that? Cunning?
Cunning, for sure.
9.
Nice. On a mix, you don't know. I'll say you don't know in exact mechanical terms what it is, but it is very light steel. Whereas the steel you got back in Cool Claw, box steel from Cool Claw, is very kind of like durable. This steel is very light. It can be used to make durable, sharp blades or armor. Typically not armor. It's much more used for weapons. But it is fairly lightweight. It doesn't break easily.
Oh, you can launch sauce much further with that.
We're from up or south, I guess down. From Cool Claw. Maybe you heard of it?
Oh yes, I have heard of Cool Claw. They run a good operation down there. Yeah.
Yeah, we mine fox steel down there. I bet some of the six toes would probably be really into that. You know what I mean? How do they like the yield you get out of these mines?
Oh, unfortunately, we don't have a great trade business because we're the wolves surrounding us kind of cut off trade routes typically. But I think we do an alright job here. I mean, we're the issue is us being overworked and not having enough people. And,
Oh, damn. Okay, going right down it. Straight up. Yeah, so you don't have enough workers in this mines?
we could use them more. I mean, I'll accept some of the responsibility. I'm getting up there in age, and I've been looking for a successor to take my my position here in the bunny mines. But
who's your top pick? Come on, you gotta tell me, Luca. Is it another snout?
Well, in a perfect world, I'd love my son to take over, Antonio. But Antonio, yes, but he's been distracted as of late.
Distracted? Oh, is it music? Is he playing the music?
Well, no, we do have some. Well, there are some musicians in the family, but no, Antonio is not as passionate as of late. He's got his head wrapped up with some woman.
Addicted to the brothels.
The bunny lass. What's the lass's name?
She is
take care of her.
Thalessa Okerpaw.
Your legacy will be secure. What'd you say?
Thalessa Okerpaw.
Alessa Okenpaw?
Okerpaw. Ochrepaw.
Alessa Okerpaw. How is the Okerpaw family in your mines? Do you guys have like a big family thing going on in the mines, or is it just people?
Well, the snouts. I mean, we've always overseen parts of the mine. We do well for ourselves. And not as good as others, but we do well. But the Okapaws are by far the largest family in a 6-toe stand.
Wow, the Okapaw, huh?
Yes, they are.
Interesting. So you're short staffed.
Your initial question was, how do we get along with the Okapaws? Not great.
Oh, but so this is like what's the like animal equivalent of Romeo and Juliet?
Romeo and Juliet, but they are
moles.
toads.
It's a mole and a toad.
But the Okapaws have quite a bit of influence and wealth here, and I think Antonio just has an infatuation. I'm sure nothing would come of it.
Yes, young love, as they say.
Yeah, so I'm hoping he comes around and takes my place as foreman, and maybe some productivity will increase here.
So you say you're short-staffed, but how come the 6-toes don't help you out down here?
He kind of gives a deep sigh and like sits on a chair. I would love the 6-toes or really any foxes to come here and work in the mines with us, but I think they think themselves above the work.
Yeah, I get that impression. We went around here for a few days, and I'm getting that. Starting to think a thing or two about them 6-toes.
Well,
how do you feel about the 6-toes?
Really?
Off the record.
Jack, were you gonna say something, Jack?
Just for our own knowledge, do we know if there are foxes that aren't a 6-toe?
Yes, there are. There are only 4 6-toes that you know of. Everyone else, there are plenty of foxes that are not 6-toes. 6-toes is not a family last name. It is a earned title last name.
Right, but
all the 6-toes are foxes.
Yes,
right,
correct.
I just wanted to make sure it wasn't also all foxes were 6-toes.
No. It's just those.
Okay.
And Keelan was one before that, and there have been others.
Tell me this. Riddle me this, Mr. Luca.
Yes.
I am curious. Have you ever seen one of these wolves?
Yeah.
Your own eyeballs.
Yes. No, yes. When I have been present for one of their attacks. Yes.
And you saw the wolves with your own eyes.
Yes.
They are wolves.
The wolves. Yes, the wolves are a real threat.
Have you seen? If I may continue further.
Sure.
Have you seen a fox strike down a wolf?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. And he died?
I did not check the pulse, but I do believe he did, yes.
Oh, okay.
A
bit of a mole wrench into my...
I think that I would love to the 6-toes to contribute to the mine and our efforts here. I think they have, provided some service in the form of protection. Of this place from wolves, and I hope they continue to do so.
Do you frequent the Wolf's Head Market?
Oh, I find for if I need some minor groceries, and sometimes we sell our steel there.
Could you tell me why there's a fucking dude's head, the skull, that's just like on the out? Like nobody thinks that's a weird problem. To just
It's celebration. I mean, there was a dead wolf. We killed one of our.
Do you normally behead people that you're against and just put their skulls on your houses?
We're not barbarians. We're not every house, but having that one mark, I mean, it's a catchy name.
Hey, Paul.
And, it was a big celebration. It was one of the first that died, and it was kind of a, like, hey, don't come back. Shunk.
Hey, Paul. I just want you to know, for your memory, I'll keep your skull on our cart.
I mean, I got a skull, and I, like, move my rags around, and there's, like, a rotting, like, rat head. Yeah, I got one, too. I mean, I guess we all have one.
Everyone's got their skeletons.
It's a slow close-up zoom in. And then I put it back in my glove. I got Pip's skull.
No. Sometimes he talks to you.
I keep him for good luck and to remember him.
Mr. Snout, if I may be so bold as to ask, have you noticed anybody kind of tired today? Like, as production slowed down this morning?
Roll charm.
Ooh, I got an 11.
That's very good. Oh, well, that's dead on. I'll let you talk about it. Yeah, there's been some of the some of the younger rabbits seem a little tired.
How about Antonio? He's even tired?
Well, Antonio's. No, he just seems. I mean, he's always a little lackadaisical, but no, he doesn't seem particularly sleepy.
Who would you say, if you had to mark any? Because there was an event last night involving a celebrity, and we'd like to contact them and talk more about it. So we're just kind of wondering who might have been there, and I don't want to get anybody in trouble, but maybe I can suss it out if you tell me who you would say is noticeably off their production today.
Well, I'd say, I mean, Benny Burrows has been he's been a little withdrawn lately, as the last couple years, couple months. I don't quite remember.
No, I'm talking about as of just today.
No, I'm saying today he's been a little.
Oh, he's different.
Quiet for the last. He's been quiet for the last years or so, but he's
Do you know where Benny is right now? Do you mind if I speak with him? He may not have been involved. I got to start somewhere, I just want to know more about the celebrity that was in town.
I'll point him out.
It was a 7 toes. You ever hear such a thing?
And he kind of guides you down, and you see, you go deep, you walk deep into these mines. As you guys walk in the mines, the other thing you guys would notice is it is, while not a well-oiled machine, it is it is very bustling. There are these large, expansive tunnels that are very, very deep into this mountain. And you hear the sound of pickaxes echoing throughout the air. As you guys were kind of like walking in, you did see there are a lot of tents around this place. And you see some rabbits in there.
Sleeping in tents?
Yeah, I'd say there's about like 30 tents.
Can I make just like an observation check on how they look? Are they
roll
disheveled or cunning, you said?
Yeah.
Oh, good. I got a 9.
Okay. With a 9, the mixed success, I think the thing that stands out most notably is that some of them are sleeping. Some of them are sleeping there. A lot of them look like they're actually living out of this place. There are like enough like possessions where it seems like they're kind of living out of tents.
Can I ask Mr. Snout as he's leading us?
Yes.
I was like, I see a lot of tents here. You got any permanent residents in these mines?
Well, there's a few that there are quite a few of us, and we don't, we haven't made quite enough for everyone to, have full-on homes yet. But yeah, some live out in the tents outside.
Does anyone live in the town?
Oh, yeah, there's a good handful.
How about you? You live in the town?
Oh, I live. I mean, me and my family have been graced with some wealth running the mines. So yes, me and the Snout family have homes.
Do you offer any room in your giant house for them?
I've let others stay. Yes, maybe I don't have a permanent guest room, but I let others stay.
Can I Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
He doesn't live in I don't live in a mansion. I just have first. So.
Can I make any kind of observation check if any of them are like sneering at him as we walk by, or like they just seem they don't like him or anything?
You can roll one more cunning check, sure.
Ooh, I got another good one. That's an 11, I think. See, now I got all 7s. Now I'm getting an 11. So it's
it doesn't look like no one looks 11. Mad at him. The two emotions you would immediately suss out of people are a little curious as you all. There are some rabbits that do look just really, really tired. That's, I think, what you would get from that first glance. There's not really.
But nobody's like straight up like.
No one seems mad at Luca.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask. We helped remodel a house, and a lot of houses being remodeled. Is that for everyone in here to move out of here so they have places to stay?
Well, I know there's some reconstruction project. I know that some are building. Some of the rabbit folk have gone into town to try to start building up houses in the free time. But thank you. If any sort of contribution to that is much appreciated.
Yeah. Okay. How are we near Benny?
Yeah. So he kind of he walks up and Luca doesn't walk up all the way. He kind of gestures to him, and there is a rabbit kind of wearing dingy overalls, kind of very dark, almost black fur with just one spot of white covering part of his ear.
Does he look familiar to me?
Because
I saw some people in the
roll cunning with advantage.
Oh, I got a close up of one of them. 4 + 4 + 1, that's a 9, or 6 + 5 + 1.
That's that second one.
Yeah, 12.
I will. Yeah, you recognize him immediately as the one who was giving instructions.
He was there at my birth.
The one that was kind of gesturing and guiding the others. This is who this is.
B.
Oh, okay. So he was the ringleader.
Yeah.
I just go.
He looks to you all and kind of leans on his pickaxe.
I'm just gonna lower Poe's arm slowly.
You must be Benny Burrows.
Yeah. Who's asking?
Benny Burrows of 1622 Turnip Lane.
I'm with a popular gazette. I'd like to talk to you about something, if you don't mind. Conditions in the mine.
Roll a charm check.
Didn't get well. It's a 6.
Anyone want to help out?
I'll roll. I'll give it.
Okay, so you're on a mixed success now. All right, I'll give you a little bit of my time. I got too much, but I'll give you a quick word. Conditions in the mine are dangerous and bad, and think it's kind of shit.
Well, fully honest. Do you mind if I quote you for the Gazette?
Go ahead.
Yeah, you want to stick it to the man, right? You want to tell him how it is?
I think that we have big problems here, and I think it should be fixed.
Yeah, I think it should be in the Gazette. I'm here for that kind of change, Benny. I'm here for that kind of change.
All right.
Yes!
Kind of perks up as you are saying this.
Yeah. So, so we got, how many families do you think are living in the mine? And can I kind of dismiss Luca, or is he sticking around?
Luca's gone.
Okay, Luca showed us here and then he left. Yeah, Luca's gone. You tell me, you give me the straight and skinny.
I think that how many families? I think if I had to guess, there's probably 20 families living out there in the
20
the tents.
Families. Jeez, any of them a snout?
I don't know. I mean, I know the snouts with they got.
How do you feel about the snouts in their big old houses?
I mean, it's it's to an extent. Does it seem fair that they're a little better off? No, but I mean, I don't. It's the rest of town that I think are the issue more than the snouts.
Rest of town. What are you thinking? How about the six toes?
I think the ochre paws, the six toes, the
ochre paws too, huh? There's discourse, dissent between the rabbits.
No, the Elderpaws are a fox family.
Oh my god. Antonio, you dog.
Tony, you son of a bitch.
Fox.
You fox, you absolute fox. Okay, sorry. I probably would have known that if it wasn't a racist owl.
Yeah, I think that's contributing to the problem. I think, this, and as long as there's this divide between us, this town's never gonna be what it could be.
Yeah, what do you think of the constant wolf raids?
I think they're an issue, of course, but I think, you're never gonna have a town that's willing to bind together and fight up an attack like that when half of us are treated like shit.
That's what I thought. I thought the same thing too. I've been here for a couple days, and honestly, I'm on your side. I'm thinking there's a story here that isn't being told in the story hall, and it's right here with Benny Burrows.
I completely agree. I mean, yeah. It seems like as you were talking, you have fairly won this guy over. And he says, yeah, I completely agree. I'm willing to go on record. In the story hall, they're talking about how Keelan Sixto saved they saved the town however many years ago. They're talking about how Mo Sixto, saved that group of bunnies that one time. What they don't tell you is, that all the bunnies that died in the cave-in, a couple years ago.
God. Oh, jeez.
They're not telling that story now.
You see Poe in the background just doing karate, like, yeah! Yes! Yeah! Just like all about this guy's fire.
Yeah. No, they aren't telling. They're definitely not. From the moment I stepped into this town, I noticed there was something fishy. No, something foxy about.
This guy.
Something Ocean
some of the history going on around here, and I feel like it's a little one-sided for sure. Yeah. I mean, there's plenty. You would think with constant wolf attacks, you guys would all be working as hard as you can together to stop it from happening. But it seems like the foxes almost seem to enjoy the wolf attacks because it gives them a sense of glory every time it happens. For a minute, I thought maybe they were working together, but I think it is still happening, but it is not being tackled as well as it should be.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what the Sixtos are thing. I think they enjoy their positions of power. I think they are willing to fight back the wolves as best they can because, sure, you do that, you fight, you put your lives on the line, but guess what? You get another 3 months, 6 months of living in glory after without having to do dick around town.
Yeah, bird dick around town. I agree. How often do the wolf attacks even happen?
Like I said, it's sometimes 3 months, sometimes I think it's getting more frequent. It's every month now, about once every other month.
No, off the record here, Benny. I lean in close to him. They're saying there may have been a wolf attack up in the grocery store, and I'm inclined to label it as that in my Gazette. But I'm wondering, is the truth something different?
Roll a charm check.
Oh God. Oh, it wasn't terrible. It's a 7.
Yeah, we can't change that. He kind of pulls you in close and says, off the record, I think I got a place to talk about stuff like this a little bit later tonight. I get off in a few hours. I'd like to, I think we could talk about it there.
Ooh.
Poe leans in. It's because you did it right.
I push you away so roughly, fall backwards.
I like roll
down a mine shaft.
For 3 days.
I'm gonna lean into Orson.
Okay, where do you?
I want to lean into Orson real quick. I'm like, don't double book our meetings.
Well, do I need to be at your meeting? Can they just forget I'm here?
Jack, to clarify, what? Yeah, I know. You're saying the Six Toes said they would be willing to meet you all as a group if you needed to. The meeting you have with Lila was not. It didn't say not to bring your friends, but that was open. It said you could come alone. Or
yeah, I met the one from Everett.
I don't think
okay.
Yeah. I don't think I want to meet with them.
But
do they need to meet with all of us? Sounds like a trap to me.
Well, Lila and Everett didn't say it had to be everyone. It could be everyone, but Lila and Everett didn't like say you have to bring your other friends.
Maybe I got busy halfway into the day. Maybe I fell down a mine shaft.
I already kind of talked to him.
Yeah, where they at?
You have not. So you have not talked to Everett.
Not to Everett, but I got a talking to. You know what I mean?
Okay. But that's where you guys all are. But so
what do you think? Maybe we divide and conquer, compare notes at the end of the night?
I don't want to get punched again.
You're kind of a free agent right now. You can go wherever you want.
That's true. I'll just be sneaky back. Oh, wonder if
you could come with me. Or you could go with Jack.
There was a proposition made that I need to go take care of at some point. That I think maybe I'll just do that and see what happens. Yeah. Wink.
all right.
Somewhere.
What?
All right. The name of the place is Hooch of the Hare.
Hooch of the Hare.
Yeah, it's the you'll see it's right towards the east end of town, a little bit south from the market. Yeah, meet me there in about 3 or 4 hours, and yeah, we'll get to talking.
I like talking to you, Brenny. I like you more than anybody else in this town. So
appreciate that. It's good to hear an outside perspective. And he kind of shakes your hand firmly and nods and gets back to work. Okay. You guys all head out of the mines back into town after a nod from Luca.